Good morning, students. Today we will start section 3 of partial differential equations. And our first topic here is wave equation. So first of all, let us define a wave equation. The homogeneous wave equation is the equation given by second order partial derivative of function u with respect to t minus Laplacian of u is equal to 0. Here, the second order partial derivative of function u with respect to t we have denoted by the symbol utt. This tt is in the base of u. Laplacian of u. This Laplacian is taken with respect to the variable x. Here, x is having the coordinates x1, x2, x3 up to xn. That is a n-dimensional vector belonging to the set U. This U is open subset of n-dimensional real Euclidean space and T is positive. The non-homogeneous wave equation, that is the equation given by curl to U by curl T2 minus Laplacian of U is equal to F. Here, U is an unknown function which is defined from U closer cross semi-open interval 0 to infinity to R. U is a real valued function which is unknown, and this is a function of x and t. This function f, that is a given function which is defined from U cross semi-open interval 0 to infinity into R. So f is a real valued function which is known. So these two equations, these are the wave equations. Equation 1 is homogeneous wave equation and second equation is non-homogeneous wave equation. Now we will discuss the solution of the initial value problem for one-dimensional wave equation in all of R. R means set of real numbers. So, and this is also called D'Alembert's formula, which gives us the solution of one-dimensional wave equation. So let us consider the initial value problem for one-dimensional wave equation. One-dimensional wave equation, that is given by curl to u by curl t2 minus curl to u by curl x2 is equal to 0. The second order partial derivatives we have denoted by the second order partial derivative with respect to t is u tt in the base, and second order partial derivative with respect to x we have denoted by u xx in the base. So this is the one-dimensional wave equation in R cross open interval 0 to infinity. This denotes a set of real numbers. The initial conditions, when time is 0, the value of function u, that is g, and curl u by curl t, its value is h when time is 0. This condition can also be written as, because u is the function of x and t, and when t is 0, we can say that the value of u at the point x comma 0, this is g of x, and the value of curl u by curl t at the point x0, that is h of x, for every x belonging to the set of real numbers. Here g and h, these are given functions. Now let us suppose u is the solution of the given initial value problem. So that will satisfy the given wave equation. So we can say that utt minus uxx is equal to 0. Utt means second order partial derivative of u with respect to t, means curl to u by curl t square, and uxx means second order partial derivative of u with respect to x, means curl to u by curl x2. So we have obtained curl to u by curl t2 minus curl to u by curl x2 is equal to 0. Now This equation can also be written by factorizing this operator. This can be written as curl by curl t plus curl by curl x into curl by curl t minus curl by curl x operated on u is equal to 0. Now let us denote this part by the function v, which is a function of x and t. So by using this notation, equation 3 can be written as curl by curl t plus curl by curl x operated on the function v is equal to 0. This can further be written as curl v by curl t plus curl v by curl x is equal to 0. Now we can see that this is a homogeneous transport equation with constant coefficients. Homogeneous transport equation is the equation curl u by curl t plus b dot du is equal to 0. B is a fixed vector of n-dimensional real Euclidean space. Du is gradient of u. Now here, because n is 1, so Rn means the space of real numbers and b is 1 here. So our equation is curl v by curl t plus curl v by curl x is equal to 0. Now let us suppose when time is 0, the value of function v, that is a, which is the function of x because t is 0 here. Now let us write the solution of the equation by using the formula for the solution of homogeneous transport equation. We already discussed the solution of homogeneous transport equation in the first section. If we have the equation ut plus b dot du is equal to 0 in Rn cross open interval 0 to infinity with the initial condition when time is 0, the value function u is g. The solution of this initial value problem for the transport equation is given by u is equal to g at x minus tb. Now here in place of g we have the function a. So by using this formula we can write the solution of this partial differential equation, which is given by v is equal to a at x minus t. Here x is the real. Now from the equation number 4 and equation number 6 we have a at x minus t is equal to curl u by curl t minus curl u by curl x. So we get the equation curl u by curl t minus curl u by curl x is equal to a, which is a function of x minus t. Now we can see that this is a non-homogeneous transport equation. Now we can write the solution of this non-homogeneous transport equation by using the formula, because if we have the non-homogeneous transport equation given by curl u by curl t plus b dot gradient of u is equal to f in the space Rn cross open interval 0 to infinity, and at t is equal to 0 the value of function u is g. The solution of this problem for non-homogeneous transport equation is given by u is equal to g at x minus tb plus integral 0 to t f of x plus s minus t into b comma s. This integration is with respect to s. Now we can use this formula here. Here in place of the function f we have the function a. So the solution becomes u is equal to g, and in place of b we have minus 1. So x minus tb, that will become x plus t plus integral 0 to t a of x plus s minus t into b is minus 1. So this will become minus s ds. This will become a inside the brackets. This is a function of x plus t minus 2s. Now let us find the value of this integral. So let us consider this integral separately. denoted by I. I is the integral from 0 to t of the function a, which is the function of x plus t minus 2s. Now to simplify this integral, let us substitute x plus t minus 2s is equal to y. Differentiating both sides, from here we get minus 2 into ds is equal to dy. So from here the value of ds is obtained, which is minus 1 by 2 into dy. Also we can find the limits of integration from here. When s is 0, y will become x plus t, and when s is t, the value of y will become x minus t. So the integral I can be written as, by substituting the values of ds x plus t minus 2s here. So I becomes negative of integral of half of a at y between the limits x plus t to x minus t. By using the properties of integrals, if we interchange the limits of integration, this will become positive. So I is equal to half of integral of a at y between the limits x minus t to x plus t. So finally substituting this value in the solution. So the solution becomes the value of u at xt is equal to g of x plus t plus 1 by 2 times integral x minus t to x plus t of the function a, which is the function of y. Now it remains to find the value of this function. To find the value of this function, let us apply the initial conditions which we are given in the statement. Now from the equation 7, we have curl u by curl t minus curl u by curl x is equal to a, which is a function of x minus t. Now let us put t is equal to 0 here in this equation. So this will become curl u by curl t at the point x comma 0 minus curl u by curl x at the point x comma 0 is equal to a at x. Now because we are given in the statement when the time coordinate is 0, the partial derivative of u with respect to t, that is h of x, and also when time is 0, the value of function u, that is g of x. So its partial derivative with respect to x we have denoted by g dash x. So from here, by putting the values, we have obtained h of x minus g dash x is equal to a at x. Now putting this value here in this equation, we get the value of u at xt is equal to g at x plus t plus half of the integral of value of a y from here by replacing x by y, that will become h of y minus g dash y between the limits x minus t to x plus t. Now let us separate this integral into two parts. So this can be written as the value of u at xt is equal to g at x plus t plus 1 by 2 times integral of h of y between the limits x minus t to x plus t. Here derivative and integration, these are cancelled out. So this will become the value of g between the limits x minus t to x plus t. So putting y is equal to x plus t and then y is equal to x minus t, and simplifying, we get the value of the function u at the point xt. By combining these two terms, this will become half of g of x plus t, and this is half of g of x minus t. So finally the solution is given by u is equal to 1 by 2 times g of x plus t plus g of x minus t plus 1 by 2 times integral of h of y between the limits x minus t to x plus t. Here x belongs to the space of real numbers and t is greater than or equal to 0. This expression is called D'Alembert's formula, which gives us the solution of the initial value problem for one-dimensional wave equation in all of R. R means space of real numbers.